All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Hello, hello.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? Fine?
Very tired, teacher.
Almost finished, just a little bit more. So, as you know, we are going to present our speaking exam, the final part of our exam. So, remember when I go to your breakout room, please be ready to start and turn on your cameras for your speaking presentation, right? So I will ask you to turn on your cameras now for the attendance and to get on the video so I can take like a screenshot of all the students together for the speaking exam, all right? So let's turn on our cameras and let's take the attendance very, very quickly, all right? Okay, thank you. Wait, just a moment. It's here loading. All right, Karen Acevedo. All right, Santiago Fonseca.
Here, teacher.
All right, Kiara Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jorge Moreno.
Hi, teacher.
Okay. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Okay. Diego Olarte.
Present, teacher.
All right. Manuela Ortiz.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Jessica Rios.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Catherine Rodriguez.
Present, Miss.
Okay, thank you. Marlon Sanchez.
Present, teacher.
All right, Marlon, thank you. Mendy Santa. Manuel Sepúlveda. Not here yet. María Alejandra Vega.
Present, teacher.
Okay. And Vanessa Zambrano.
Present, teacher.
All right, guys. Good. So, do we have any questions before we start this speaking exam? No questions. Everything is clear. Okay, so allow me just a minute to create the breakout rooms, and I will give you 5 minutes to organize and prepare, and then I will start with Diego and Natalia, right? Then Marlon and Catherine, Jorge, Kiara, Manuela and Jessica, Mendy, Manuel, Maria, and Vanessa, okay? That's the order, so I'm going to create the groups, and I'll give you 5 minutes just to start preparing. All right, I'm going to invite you to the breakout rooms.
que nos irá a preguntar.
Hey,
Hello.
teacher.
Hello,
Hi,
teacher.
guys.
We try with new vocabulary,
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Oh.
Excellent.
where it's a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
difficult.
Well, that's the idea, to improve each time, to get
Yes.
better and better each time. All right,
Okay,
guys. When you
teacher,
are ready, you can start. Mhm.
we will start. Um, Good day, everyone. Today, my partner and I will be discussing a rather intriguing topic, the potential impact of a technology on crime detection in the future. Let's dive into our thoughts.
Indeed, technology has become an integral part of our lives, including law enforcement, policing apps, drones, and body-worn cameras are prime example of how technology is reshaping this landscape.
Absolutely, the convergence of technology and policing is remarkable. Now, let's consider the crime prevention methods listed. Facial recognition software and predictive policing caught our attention for their potential effectiveness.
That's correct. The advancements are promising, yet it's essential to take into account expert opinions. Ethical and privacy concerns have been raised, reminding us the need for balanced implementation.
Preciously transitioning to the future, the evolution of lie detector technology is captivating. As technology improves, we might witness more sophisticated approaches to deception detection.
Absolutely, but we mustn't overlook the critical topic of cybersecurity. The future of safeguarding against cyber threats is challenging, given the continuous evolution of technology and criminal tactics.
Certainly, it's worth nothing that experts identify ongoing serious cybersecurity risk. Vigilance remains crucial in adapting of these evolving threats.
Shifting focus, a thought-provoking questions emerge. Will technology make crime easier or more difficult? These complex issues require us to weigh the benefits against potential downsides.
True, the technological landscapes is a double-edged sword. In closing, as we reflect on our conversation, it's evident that technology's role in crimes detection is evolving rapidly.
Absolutely. Our dialogue underscores the need for ongoing discussions about the intersection of technology, crime prevention, and ethics. This is a topic that will only gain in importance.
Without doubt, thank you for your attention, and we encourage you all to explore this topic further as technology and crimes detection continue to intertwine.
Thank you, everyone. Let's embrace the challenge and opportunities of the technological future.
All right, guys.
Was all,
Perfect.
teacher.
Yes, you got 3 minutes exactly. Very good. So now I will ask some individual questions. So these questions are related to the topics that we studied about technology, about the future, habits, all of this, right? So it's more about the topics than the grammatical like aspect of it, right? So it's more about the general topics. So let's start with Natalia.
Okay.
Natalia, the first question is, do you consider that being outspoken is a useful or important characteristic for a person? Why or why not?
It's
Outspoken. Outspoken. Yeah.
I think that it depends. It depends of the moment because sometimes in some occasions we need to be more careful with our language or our opinion. But in another occasions, it's important to be outspoken because sometimes people need to hear the right words in the right moment.
All right. Okay. Another question is, what do you hope or what do you expect for the future of the healthcare system in Colombia? What do you
Okay,
expect to see in the healthcare system in Colombia?
okay. In the future, I expect that the healthcare system will be more robust, will be more fair with the people that don't have the opportunity to, for example, pay a little, pay more money for the health. Maybe that the governments give more, how do you say, subsidies?
You can say economic aid, like
Economic aid
mhm,
for people who, how do you say, padecer,
mm, suffer from.
suffer for ills that um, are serious.
Mhm,
And also, I would like that the government invest in campaigns, invest about the importance of the healthcare.
mhm. All right, good. And the one more question, Natalia, is can you describe the type of family you have? So is it big, small? Remember, we talked about nuclear families, all of this, extended family.
Okay,
Mhm,
I have a big family.
mhm,
It's a traditional family. We are in my little familiar nucleo. How do you say?
mhm. Yes.
Okay, in my little familiar nuclear, there are my sister, my mother, and me. But I have, for example, out of my
Mhm,
little nuclear family, I have a big family
mhm,
from both parts, for my dad and my mom. I am near to my family's mother, and there are 9 sons,
mhm,
and each of one have 2 childs.
mhm,
So when we meet in the important dates, we are
mhm.
a
A
lot of
lot.
people.
Mhm.
Yes.
A lot of people. All right. Okay. Thank you, Natalia. That is all. Now, Diego. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
Diego, for you is, do you think that in the future we will have one global currency instead of different euro, dollar, pesos? You think that in the future we will have one global currency?
I
Why
think
or why
yes.
not? Okay.
I think yes, because it improve it will improve the system economy, the economy system, and mm, it would be eliminate the barrier into many countries in many
Mm-hmm.
um, systems or buy sell and buy
Okay.
between other countries.
Do you think that it will be one of the current uh, currencies or a different one, a new one?
Hmm, a
Mhm.
little bit tricky because it could be the dollar, but I think that it's we need to create a new currency.
All right. It will be better. Okay. Well, now second question is why do what or in your opinion, why is it important for people to track their personal information like the time they sleep or the steps that they take Why do some people consider this important?
It's very important because if you want organize your life, you need track all that you do
Mhm.
around the day. Um, you can say I don't have enough time, but it's for you don't organize your life.
Mhm. Okay. So what do you track some of your information? What information do you track for yourself?
Mm, I track the hours that I sleep, the calories that I eliminate. What is I don't know what is
¿Qué?
the word for
Burn, igual
yes,
que en
burn.
español, quemo. Ujú.
Okay, and I try to control the calories that I put into my body.
Okay, that you consume. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, thank you. That is all. Overall, very good. I saw use of new vocabulary. So, congratulations on that. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week. All right.
Thank you,
Thank
teacher.
you.
See
Bye
you soon.
bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, guys. Okay, let's go to the next. It's who is it? Hello.
Miss,
Hello, hello. How are you
how are
feeling,
you
Marlon?
tonight?
I know that you had operation on your eyes. You had surgery.
Yes, teacher.
Oh,
Yesterday I don't see, but
anything.
today, yes, but today I see so, but I won't finish it today.
Yeah, yes. No worries. So I hope that you feel better. You will have a weekend to relax and rest your eyes. So let's start. If you are ready, let's start immediately. Okay.
Okay, teacher. So I start, Kate. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to your favorite podcast, I Can Sleep.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we will talking about the importance of technology on security. If it's important, we will see.
Well, we'll start. Let's talk a bit about how technology has become prevalent in most areas for society.
Sure. Today we are in a constant struggle to keep up with technological advance, especially in security.
Security agencies are forced to innovate at an ever-increasing rate as technology is a fundamental part of police work.
For this reason, it is common to see that technology plays an important role, such as application and security cameras, and also drones. Drones. Drones.
But how efficient are they and why are they usually constrained by institutional rules?
For that, we will read and try to answer some questions that our listeners have left us.
Okay, Maria asks, do you think technology will make crime easier or more difficult?
I think maybe technology can make crime easier by providing new tools and methods for criminals to use. For example, the internet and social media have made it easier for cybercriminals to steal personal information and commit fraud.
I don't think that. For otherwise, I believe that security could make a country more secure, as is the case of Asian countries and some Europe, which are the safest in the world.
Next question. Are you worried about cybercrime in the future?
I think it depends on how we see technology in the future. It can be a good tool to take care of our information, as we can expose ourselves to fraud to must be taken care of by each person.
How do you think lie detector technology may work in the future?
How is a good question. What can you answer?
Well, I think it will be work very well if you know how to drive it. since it will be help prevent crime, for example, investigate agencies using it in matters of national security.
That's one. What is the future of security? I personally think that this could progress safely. They have to calculate much faster and more efficient cases where there may be fraud, such as technology and crime prevention.
Let's answer one last question to finish. We are the three that experts believe in cybersecurity risk.
Okay, let's go.
I think there are many factors that keep cybersecurity at risk. For example, for me, three main ones will be third-party exposure, bad cyber hygiene, and mobile device vulnerabilities.
The last question, how and what extent will technology help to prevent crime?
I think that by applying the predicting police analytics and machine learning to big data police can detect where next violent crimes may occur.
This can also help in airports to prevent and control traffic and crime with body cameras with artificial intelligence capabilities.
Wow, we have a very intense time tonight. So I hope you all I take care of your cybersecurity.
That's right. I hope we use technology responsibly. Happy night to all.
Okay, very good. Thank you, guys. Yes, good conversation. Well, now let's ask some questions, two questions for each student, all right?
Okay.
So, Marlon, let's start with you. Or in your opinion, is it getting harder and harder to find job or a decent job nowadays? Why or why not?
Okay, yeah, I think that is possible because you found a lot of tools for finding jobs, for example, trabajo, and the other ones. Personally, I believe in LinkedIn because it's more personal to human resource, or you can send your curriculum vitae personally to a company or the personal encourage about uh, contratation. I don't know contratación.
Yeah.
But it's practically a job because when I was without a job, uh, I I wake up early and I'm connecting LinkedIn, and I consider that LinkedIn is very useful for me. I found 3 jobs with this tool.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. And the second question for you is, what problems does overpopulation cause in the planet?
Okay. In fact, there are many issues. Example, pollution is increased about the child have pañales.
Yeah, we say
Uh,
diapers.
Yes, and the food, all is connected, no? Because when I a child, when we a child, uh, used all things that pollution about world, and when we grow, I contaminate or I pollution we pollution about the world. Um, I think that mainly issue probably is less food, um, For example, in India, population is very bigger. So I think that is the main
Mainly
mainly
about food and
yes,
contamination.
yes.
All right. Okay, Marlon, thank you. So you're free to go if you want. I don't want to keep you anymore, so I will continue with Catherine, okay? Thank you, Marlon. Rest your
Okay.
eyes.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye bye.
Kate. Bye bye.
Bye, Marlon.
All right. Okay, Catherine. So I will ask you two questions. The first one
Your
is
question, please. It's for me.
okay. Can you talk to me about some personal characteristics that you find appealing in other people and why?
Mm, personal characteristics. Uy, I don't know. People
It's
have a lot of
easy.
characteristics. Maybe organized people, messy people, or open-minded people. I don't know. Maybe people that feeling every day sad or
Oh, but I am asking you good things that you find appealing, like attractive. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Organized people, um, easier or open to mind, or maybe well dressed is really important to me. People that you can take or talk about important things in their life, maybe your jobs, your dreams, your goals in a future, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, good. All right, that's clear enough. Another question is, how are the technological advances going to affect our economy in the near future?
Well, when we are talking about technology, we need to think about people that lost her job, and this is a great problem that we need to solve, because a lot of family we cannot have a lot of money, and our economy we can fall. Because all hard work we can replace that in machines or technology, and we can to take a risk for the economical work.
All right. Okay, I understand. Okay, Catherine, that is all. We had two questions, so that's it. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, good night.
Good night. Okay, let's go to the next group. Hello.
Hi, teacher. Good night. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, guys.
Hi,
So
teacher.
please
How are
turn
you?
on. I'm doing good. Thank you. Turn on your cameras and we'll start, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Madre, que ya voy a empezar.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. Welcome to our discussion about technology. I'm Kiara, one of the participants on this discussion, and today we have a specialist about technology in crime, Jorge.
Thank you, Kiara. It's a pleasure to be here and discuss this topic.
Let's dive right in. We are going to explain our first question. Do you think technology will make crime easier or more difficult? I think that the technology has had many advances for help to solve different kind of crimes.
Absolutely. But at the same time, mad people had invented new cyber tools to make new kinds of crimes, like stealing bad accounts from fake links.
Interesting. Now, next question. Are we worried about cybercrime in the future? Obviously, for me, it is important to protect my bank accounts. All my money is there, and I hope never thieves steal my money.
The most important thing here is the possibility of large-scale robberies, making them hard to ignore. If you have access to database of banks, you could send all money to a secret bank account and destabilize the economy of the country or inclusive wars of the world.
You make a good point. So, how do we think lie detector technology might work in the future? Do we think it will become more advanced and reliable? On my view, I disagree about use lie detector only on difficult to solve crimes or serious crimes such murder, rapes, etc.
I believe lie detector technology will definitely improve using biometric data and artificial intelligence to analyze microexpression and psychological things of the session. However, there will always be limitation and room for error. It can replace solid investigative work, but this technology can create a better level of security for the population in general.
I believed that looking ahead, what do you think is the future of cybersecurity? How can we stay ahead of cyber criminals?
Well, the future of cybersecurity is to work side by side with artificial intelligence. This can detect anomalies in real time and catch hackers. Encryptation and blockchain can also help secure data, but there is an arms race between security experts and criminals. We must keep innovating always.
It's a good point of view. And in the same line, what are the main threats that experts believe still pose a serious cybersecurity risk? And to what extent will technology help to prevent crime?
Well, the most common are ransomware, phishing scam, insecurity IoT device, and hackers. But on the other hand, new technology like surveillance cameras, internet monitoring, and predictive policing can detect crime and improve security.
Thank you so much, Jorge, for joining us and sharing your expertise on this intriguing topic. It's been a pleasure having you.
All right, very good.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Kiara.
Okay, thank you guys. Excellent. Well, now we have 5 minutes, so I will ask each of you two questions, all right? Individual.
Okay.
Let's start with Jorge. So the first question for you is, um, what's your opinion about people who are always complaining?
Well, I would consider people who as well complaining someone who is very close mind, and these people can improve their lives because he doesn't want to improve their mentally. You need to start building your own thoughts about the experience that you acquired of the efforts, and you can complain about all things that happens in the day or in the week.
Mhm. All right. Okay, good. And another question for you is, mm, what are some of the problems that overpopulation cause in our planet on Earth?
Well, it's a difficult question, but I think the main problem that could be happening in this moment is the contamination of water and pollution air. And this can be negative in the medium place or future because the water is not, I don't know how to say, but I think the principal or the main thing that we have to do is keep the lower natality of the babies. We need to build a better sanitary system to prevent pregnant that the woman doesn't wish.
Okay, we say unwanted pregnancy.
Okay.
I understand. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, so that is for Chiara now, the questions. The first question for you is, do you consider that nowadays is it more difficult for us to keep our personal information private? Why or why not?
I think that is difficult. Keep our privacy about personal information because many databases are upload uploading uploading in the internet. For example, I had I had seen many databases about people that are receiving money of the government, and we and I okay and I can see ID numbers, names, address, and age.
All available on the internet, on Google. Yeah, this is very dangerous. Okay, and another question for you is, what advice can you give a person who wants to have better habits?
Teacher, sorry, can you repeat?
Yes,
Yeah.
what advice can you give to a person that wants to have better habits?
Um, for the fears that that the that this person enjoying the hobbies, maybe a hobby that they are comfortable making it, um, and and a hobby that doesn't need to spend many time on the week.
All right. All right. Okay, guys, thank you. That is all. So we had two questions each. Well done. I will see you next week. All right.
Thank you,
Thank
teacher.
you.
Have a
Good
good night.
night. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
I know.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Right. Hello, girls. Can you turn on your cameras and we'll start?
Teacher. We are a little nervous.
Why? Don't be nervous.
Okay.
You find the topic a little difficult?
A little.
All right. Relax and then you can start.
Okay, let me put my screen here. So, are you ready, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, welcome to one more chapter of our program. Today, we will talk about cybercrime and invite an expert. Hi, Jessica, and I will ask you some questions. Is okay for you?
Okay.
Do you think that technology will change how we catch criminals in the future?
Definitely. And one way is through facial recognition technology.
What is that?
Is a dish that identifies people by their face. Cameras take pictures, software analysis, unique factories, and matches them to a database.
Interesting. So tell me, how could that help?
I can spot suspects in crowds or verify identities quickly, like at airports where it check face against passport photos.
Really? Is it perfect?
Not quite. Some things lighting or angles affect accuracy. Also, experts worry about privacy.
But how does it work?
Cameras capture a face. Software finds unique parts,
Okay.
turns them into codes, and checks against safe code.
All right, sorry. Jessica, can you move your camera so I can see your mouth? It helps me to understand when I see your mouth.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, Jessica, sounds good. But what about privacy?
That's a concern. Many are discussing laws to make sure it is used responsibly and fairly.
So it is a doll, but no a magic cure?
Exactly. It can be powerful, but we need to use it carefully and make sure it's accurate and respectful of people's rights.
Okay, thank you so much, Jessica. So,
Okay.
goodbye.
Bye.
All right, thank you, girls. Now, let me ask you some questions individually. Just a moment. All right, let's start with Manuel. I will ask 3 questions to each of you, okay? So the first question, Manuela, is what do you expect or hope for the healthcare system in our country in the future? What do you hope or expect?
Which system? Teacher, sorry, I couldn't hear.
Healthcare system.
Ah, sorry, healthcare. So I have a big expectation about this topic because this government have interesting offer about the health system is relation to um, improve the attention or the resources for the healthcare. And I am so excited about that because I have big problem with my family health. So I think that is interesting.
So do you expect the attention to the patients will be better?
Yes, it's
And
more like be more, how to say that. No, I don't know how to say that.
okay. Second question. So this question is like in two parts. How is climatic change affecting us now, and how will affect our future?
I I can see that now the climate change have um, a really big problem in our um, life because that affect the rain, maybe sea, the water sea in the sea, because we have more intense climes or
Climates?
climates that now affect our life.
Mm-hmm.
We have more hot temperatures, or that affects our life all
Mm-hmm.
days.
Yes. And
And
for the
in the
future?
future, yes, for the future, I think that this effect could be more stronger and more, um, I don't know, maybe more stronger.
Okay. All right. Good. Another question, the final question for Manuela is, mm, why do you think it's more difficult for us to keep our information private, to keep our personal information private? Why is this difficult nowadays?
It's so difficult because, for example, I am talking with my friends or with my family, and then when I open the Google,
Mhm.
I could see image relation to that
Mhm.
I I say it or I thought about. So it's so hard because it's just I am talking about that topic and
Yeah,
uh,
so your telephone
then
is
I can
listening.
see, yes, I can see that maybe in my Facebook or my Instagram
Mhm.
or Amazon. So that
Yeah,
is so
okay. The
great.
telephone is like listening to you.
Yes,
Also, they share your location at all times. The
yes. I have that thing in my maps. I can
mm-hmm,
see all the points that I visit.
mm-hmm,
For my because of my job, I need to go into a lot of points. So I
mm-hmm.
have a really big map
Okay, all
of
the places
the,
that you visit.
yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
All right.
It's
Yes.
hard.
Okay. Thank you, Manuela. Very good. And now, Jessica. Okay. The first question, Jessica, is um, can you tell me about some personal characteristics that you find attractive or appealing in other people?
Okay. I like that they are positive and also that they are honest. I like when people are patient, especially when they are teaching, and also when people are bondadoso, generous.
Okay, very good. All right. Second question, Jessica, is let's see. How are the technological advances affecting our economy in the future? How are the technological advances affecting our economy in the future?
Maybe in jobs, because it's probably that the people, there are fewer jobs, and and also the privacy it's more accessible for any people. And no more.
Okay. And one more question is, what are some common excuses that people use to avoid or cancel some plans?
Maybe that I I have a job, I have a homework, and also I feel sick, I have a stomach.
Stomachache. All right. And relating to this question, when you don't want to go to a plan or you want to cancel it, do you prefer to tell a little lie, or are you honest with the people that you are have the plan with?
I probably say honest, but I say that the lies.
Okay. You use these little lies?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very common for us to use it. All right. Okay, girls, thank you. That is all the time we have for today. Good job. I will see you next week. All right. We'll start on Wednesday. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night, girls. Bye-bye. Hello, guys.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you? Fine?
I think so.
Fine, teacher.
All right. So you can start.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
1 second. Okay. Okay. Welcome to our program called A Look to the Future, your program for tech-related issues. Hello, Mandy.
Hi, Manuel. It's a pleasure to be here.
Likewise, Mandy. Today we're going to talk about an interesting topic, which is cybercrime.
Do you think technology will make crime easier or more difficult?
Wow, this is a difficult question because, in my opinion, it depends. If we talk about facial recognition software, AI will likely improve cybersecurity, but at the same time, whoever owns the tech could manage our information.
You're right. It does have two sides. In one side, you can improve cybersecurity in different ways using technology. But in the other way, there is people's information. One of the ways for improving security is by using spatial data models to predict crimes. Mandy, are you worried about cybercrime in the future?
Yes, of course. I am worried about cybercrime in the future. The cost of cybercrime is already high, and it's only going to get worse as technology advance. So do the tools and techniques available to cybercriminals. They are becoming more sophisticated and organized, and they are targeting more and more critical infrastructure.
I agree. Cybercrime is expected to be more sophisticated and widespread in the future. To combat these trends, businesses need to invest in cybersecurity measures, such as firewalls, antivirus software, and employee training. Governments also need to enact laws to deter cybercrime and to prosecute criminals.
Yes, I agree. Nowadays, what are the threats that experts believe still pose as serious cybersecurity risks?
Well, there are, for example, data breaches, which are unauthorized access or disclosure of sensitive data. Data breaches can have a devastating impact on businesses and individuals, and they can lead to identity theft, financial losses, and reputational damage. How do you think lie detector technology might work in the future?
It's still too early to say how lie detector technology will work in the future. However, the potential benefits of this technology are significant. Lie detectors could be used to improve security, catch criminals, and resolve disputes. However, it's important to know that lie detectors are not perfect, and they should not be used as the sole evidence in a case.
Yes, right. Well, the future.
No, Manuel, your internet is cutting off. I cannot hear you.
Say about this, but it's all for the
Manuel, you have internet problems.
Okay. Can you hear
Teacher,
me?
Yeah,
he says
it's better.
is yes. He says that is for today. Thank you for coming. This was a look to the future. We have we finishing the
You
program.
finished. Yeah. It was the
Yeah,
conclusion.
that was the
All right.
teacher.
It's better. I can hear you better with the camera. Oh, maybe that was the problem. Okay, so can you speak a little bit so I can see if I hear you?
Yes, hello, teacher. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me
it's
well?
clear.
Okay.
It's clear. All right.
Good.
Okay, guys. Good. So now I'm going to ask you some questions individually. So let's start. I will try to ask 3 questions per student. Okay. Let's start with Mandy. The first question for you, Mandy, is can you tell me about something that you have always been afraid of?
you always
that you have always been afraid of.
afraid of? How do you spell afraid, teacher? How do you write?
Okay, this is so. For example, I have always been afraid of snakes. I don't like snakes.
Okay, teacher.
Okay,
I
this
I
is
I
it.
understand.
Okay.
Yes, teacher. I have been afraid of, um, for example, the alone streets at night, because I think it's possible to a bad person he want to hurt me,
Mhm.
or stole my bag or my cell phone, um, and maybe the dark. I don't like. I
Okay.
always sleep with the light off, on, with the light
On.
on, teacher.
Oh, but
Yes,
a lamp, not the big light, right? Just another light,
the lamp with,
a lamp.
but it's a lamp, a small lamp,
Mm-hmm.
small lamp.
A small lamp. Okay, I understand. So remember when we say a lone street? No, we say a lone street or lonely street. Okay, empty
Okay,
street.
lonely street.
Okay, not lonely, empty. Sorry, empty street. Vacía. All
Okay,
right,
empty.
empty
But
street.
it's empty, but only at night,
All right.
no in
Mm-hmm.
the day.
Or callejón, alley. Okay, an empty alley.
Okay.
All right. Well, second question is how, well, this question has two parts. How is climate change affecting our lives now? And how will affect our future? Climate change.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm.
Currently, the climate change has changed the temperature. Maybe you can see, or you can feel the temperature is higher
Mhm.
than uh, 10 or 20 years ago. Maybe in the future will be more hotter,
Mhm.
and will be more difficult, will be hotter, and will be more
But
difficult.
okay, you think about climate is hot, but what does this causes? What happens when the climate is hotter? For example, there are fires in
Oh,
some
yes, teacher.
places. Mm-hmm.
Uh, in Colombia, is hotter, but is raining
Mm-hmm.
in 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 any months of the year. Uh, Here is raining a lot. Yes, teacher. That is
Good.
uh, by the climate change.
All right.
Climate change.
Okay. And the last question for you is, mm, okay, what would can you give an advice to a person that wants to have good habits? Okay, to build habits, an advice that you can give.
Hmm. If the person have good habits, I maybe
No,
say
the person
this.
wants to have good habits.
The person wants to have, but don't have
No, not
currently
now.
or right now.
Mhm.
Okay, teacher. Maybe I say you need to say when you arrive to any place, you have to say good morning, good afternoon, good night. Maybe the greetings when you know another people, be polite, uh, be be calm down when you speak. Uh, Maybe be confident and coherent about how do you speak with another or talk with another people. And finally, be kind.
All right. Okay, thank you. Now, Manuel. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
The first question for you is, okay, do you think that, no, not, do you think, how are our technological advances going to affect economy in our future?
Okay. I believe that our technology advances are going to change the way people work, for example, the way people make money. So I think one example of this is the remote work. And also another example of it is how the people is using technology like AI or different other technologies to make money or invest and getting a profit from that. Also, technology will change the industry because and it's going to make people get like a good skills or improve their skills in order to get a job because maybe many labor jobs are going to be changed for technical and professional jobs.
Okay, very good. All right. Second question is, why do some people consider important to track their data, like how much you sleep, how many calories do you eat, how many steps do you take? Why do you think some people consider this important?
Well, teacher, I think it is because people want to like do a test on themselves in order to to know which things or which aspects in their lives they can improve. So I think that's the most important reason.
Okay, yeah, and this is personal to you. So, do you track any of these data for yourself? Can you give me some examples, or not really?
Not really, but recently I have tried to track my sleep. I have an app which tracks my how many hours do I sleep and my sleeping cycles. So
It's like on
I
a watch?
no, teacher, it's like very
Oh, okay.
basic.
Okay.
It's on my phone.
On the
So
cell phone. Oh, okay.
yeah, it's better sleeping.
Because on the watch, they, according to your breathing like pattern, they can tell you if you were in a deep sleep or no. So the watch is like helps you with that.
Yes,
All
teacher, I
right.
think it's much more accurate. Yep.
All right. Okay. Thank you. That's all for today. I think we'll Mindy disconnected. Thank you, Manuel. So I will see you guys next week. Okay. Okay.
Yes, teacher,
Mindy is
thank
back.
you.
That is all. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
You too, teacher.
teacher.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Teacher.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello. Okay. Ready? Please turn on your cameras and you can start.
Hey, have you ever thought about how technology will impact crime detection in the future? Will it make crime easier or more difficult? Do you think?
That's an interesting question. I believe technology will make crime detection more efficient overall, but it could also introduce new types of crimes we haven't even imagined.
These are two side issues. Speaking of technology, are you concerned about the rise of cybercrime in the future?
Absolutely. Has our life become increasingly interconnected through technology? The potential for cybercrime to decrypt and steal sensitive information is quite worrying.
I share your worries on a different topic. How do you think lie detection technology will work in the future?
Well, with advancement in neuroscience and AI light detection could become incredibly accurate. Brain scans and biometric data might be used to detect subtle physiological changes associated with deception.
That's both category and slightly silly. I'm sorry. Returning to the topic of cybersecurity, what is your opinion on its future?
The future of cybersecurity will likely involve more sophisticated AI-driven threat detection and stronger encryption. However, experts are still concerned about the potential for large-scale cyber attacks that could cripple critical infrastructures.
You're right. Those threats are concerning. And how do you think technology will contribute to preventing crime? I mean, things like CCTV and facial recognition software.
Surveillance tools like CCTV and facial recognition can certainly deter criminal activity and assist in identifying suspects. However, there is a fine line between security and privacy that we need to carefully navigate.
Okay, absolutely. Finding that balance is crucial. Overall, it's seen technology which crime detection and prevention in complex ways.
Definitely, as technology evolves, we'll need to stay vigilant against new forms of crime while harnessing its power for the greater good.
Okay, thank you, Manila.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, girls. Now, let's go with the questions. So we will start with Vanessa, right? And the first, I will ask 3 questions to each of you, right? So the first one, Vanessa, why do you think it's getting more difficult, so harder and harder for us to keep our information private nowadays, our personal information private?
I think information.
Information, yes. our personal data? Why is it more difficult to keep this private?
I think the data information information privacy is a critical aspect for the technology because there the hacker can do using the information for the attack the person. I think that cybersecurity is more important for is more important. We have we need to have the tools for with the tool sorry. We need the tool for protect the information.
Okay. All right. Now, second question. Let's see. Can you talk to me about some problems that overpopulation cause in our planet?
Overpopulation?
Yes.
Or population? Or
overpopulation, yes.
Okay. I think overpopulation is a very strong problem for humans because it's cause to increase the population, population,
The pollution,
and waste population and waste resource, like demand the resource.
Oh, she lost the connection.
Okay.
Your connection cut off. Yeah, now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Continue.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And good. So one last question, Vanessa. It's all right. Can you tell me about something that you have always been afraid of? Something that you have always been afraid of. Vanessa, I think you can turn off your camera for your internet to work better.
Teacher?
Yes. I can hear you. Can you, if you want, turn off your camera so your connection will be better?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So can you answer the question? What is something that you have always been afraid of?
Uh, I always hate the spider. A spider. When I was chill, one a spider afraid me
Mhm.
in the room.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, a spider, we say scared. A spider scared you. It was in the room, right?
thank you, teacher.
Okay, good. All right, Vanessa, that is all. Now, Maria. Okay, so please turn on your camera. Thank you. Okay, let's see the first question for you. It's mm, what's your opinion about people who cheat on their partners, like girlfriend or boyfriend? Why do you think this happens?
What is the meaning of ship?
Cheat. Cheat.
Ship.
To cheat on. Remember?
Ship on.
So when your boyfriend kisses another lady, another woman, okay, so you have a boyfriend and he kisses another woman, or okay, that is to cheat on. So what's your opinion on people who do this, and why do you think they do this?
I think that people do this do back thing because they don't stay with another person with the same time they have a partner or they are in a relationship.
Mhm.
So I think they should break up with
Mhm.
um, their partner if they want to stay with another person.
Okay, yes. So, very good. Another question for you is, how is climate change affecting us now? And how will climate change affect us in the future? Right? So the question has two parts. How it affects us now, how will affect us in the future?
Now the climate change
Mhm.
affects us with uh, changing the temperature with the uh, station of the year
Mhm.
with a bad balance of natural phenomena.
Okay. Yeah, phenomenal.
With, for example, in winter, in zones that don't have many snow, now the temperature is so cold and the
the storm is more dangerous.
Okay. Yes. Well, this is now. And for the future, what would be the consequences in our future for
The
climate change?
consequences,
Mhm.
the consequences in the future of climate change
Mhm.
is that the the air don't the air won't be healthy, so the humanity don't be live well. The diseases will be more dangerous
Mhm.
and things that we
More
need to
deadly.
and things that we need to survive
Mhm.
are will will be more scarce.
Yeah. It's cars, we say. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
clean
Very
water.
good. Like clean water. All right. Very good. Thank you, girls. Oh, Maria, I want to congratulate you. This time you were so much better. So
Thank you.
well done. Okay. Very good job. Thank you, girls. So that is all for today. I will see you next week. All right. Bye bye. Good night, girls. Bye
Bye,
bye.
teacher. Bye.
Hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. Hello. Well, finally,
Finally,
we can
yes.
start. All right. So you can go ahead and start.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hi, Santiago. Have you ever thought about how technology might affect crime detection in the future?
Hey,
Sorry,
Karen.
Karen, you need to speak up. Your microphone is always very low, so you need to speak up.
Sorry, teacher. Hi, Santiago. Have you ever thought about how technology might affect crime detection in the future?
Hey, Karen. That's an interesting topic. I believe technology could make crime both easier and more difficult to commit. For instance, with advances like facial recognition, software, and CCTV, it may become harder for criminals remain anonymous.
That's true. And I think predictive policing could also play a big role. It's when data analysis helps law enforcement predict where crimes might occur, so they can be proactive at preventing them.
Absolutely. DNA evidence is another powerful tool. It can link suspects to crime scenes and even exonerate innocent people. It's already been done. Yeah, it's already been used to solve many cases.
Right. I've heard about these body-worn cameras with AI capabilities. They could provide real-time information to police officers, improving transparency and accountability.
That's unpromising, but I do worry about cybercrime. As technology advances, cyber criminals may find new ways to exploit vulnerabilities and commit online crimes.
You're right, cybercrime is a serious concern. Hackers could potentially steal personal information or disrupt critical systems. Experts will believe that as the technology evolves, so will the methods of cyber attacks.
Now, well, speaking of the future, I wonder how lie detector technology will work. Will it become more accurate?
Good point. I think lie detectors might integrate with advanced
AI algorithms to analyze not just words, but also facial expressions and psychological responses for deception.
That's fascinating. And I guess we're moving towards a surveillance society with cameras everywhere. Well, it can detect crime. Some people worry about privacy uses. Privacy uses.
True. It's a delicate balance. Overall, I think technology has the potential to greatly assist in preventing and solving crimes, but we should also be cautious about its ethical implications.
Absolutely. It's exciting to think about how technology can shape the future of crime prevention, but we need to ensure it's used responsibly and for the greater good.
Well said, Santiago.
So, teacher.
All right. Thank you, guys. Very good. Okay. Good. So now let's go with the questions. I will ask you, Karen, can you move your camera a little bit lower so I can see your mouth? Yeah. So because I cannot hear you very well, it will help me to look at your lips and to understand a bit better. Thank you. All right. Okay. Now let's start with the questions. So let's start with Santiago. I will ask each of you three questions. Okay.
Okay.
So the first question for you is, um, what advice can you give to someone who wants to acquire better habits? Okay, a person wants to have better habits. What advice can you give to this person?
First of all, and at the beginning of whatever change, identify what are those habits who they want to change. Because if you don't want to do want to do, what how do you pretend to change? That's would be my advice.
Mhm. Okay. Second question is, what are your hopes or your expectations for the healthcare system in our country in the future? So, what would you expect from the healthcare system in Colombia in the future?
Healthcare system in the future. Well, honestly, I don't have many hopes to the improve of these systems. Having taken into account that well we live here in Colombia and well the policy side and the politicians are a very complicated topic, but what I would expect that at least with all the well I had to be honest in comparison with other countries as for as in instance United States we have a very execute medicine services or healthcare services. But that's at the same time that is the reason why maybe the governments couldn't improve it.
Okay.
So as I mentioned before, I don't have many many high expects for
I hope for
if
that.
that high hopes.
Okay. Another question is, all right. So, can you tell me about what are some of the problems that overpopulation causes on Earth, on our planet? What are some of the problems for overpopulation?
It started with the list or well the increase of the demand of jobs or the fact of there won't be many place to work or well the place to live the space will be more reduced than it is nowadays. Apart of that the fact of the hunger obviously it will be an increase in the increase in the demand of food, that will be that will represent a problem, a very big problem, because in case that the government doesn't have weren't able to supplies these demands and these requires of the society, will be a very society problem, because I don't know how to say it. I will try to say it in English, and create hunger, and the people will be show their true nature.
Okay. I understand. I understand what you mean. So you say about jobs and the lack of resources, like for food, more especially, right? More specifically. All
Exactly.
right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. One more question. I ask you two, right? Or only two? Now one more. Yes. Te he preguntado dos. Yes. I forget.
No, three.
I
But if you
already asked three.
yes,
Oh
but
no,
if
if
you
I
want,
asked if I ask three, it's okay. It's just that I am sleepy, so I forget. But
no
yeah,
worry.
so you got three, so that's okay. Now let's ask Karen. Okay, thank you. All right, Karen. So the first one for you is mm, okay. Do you think that in the future we will have one global currency or not? I mean money, in terms of money. Do you think that we'll have one global currency? Why or why not?
Okay, the future. I think it will be probably because the dollar is a strong currency nowadays, but uh, but also the digital currency. But I think it is more hard because uh, nobody has uh, nobody have the access to them. But with the dollar, uh, all all the dollar, all people make sell and buy with dollars, and that's more probably.
Okay, so yeah, all right. You mean nobody have access to that? You mean not everyone has access to digital? You said nobody, you mean not everyone, okay? Uh, okay, second question. So, um, do you consider that being an outspoken person is important in life? Why or why not? To be
Okay, I
outspoken.
think outspoken is very important to get a job, to to get a good note,
Mhm,
qualification,
mhm,
and because if you are shy, if you are quiet, uh, it's very hard that uh, people uh, know how are you.
mhm. So
So
it's
it's very important.
important to show people what you think.
Yeah.
Good. And the last question, Karen, is um, how are the technological advances affecting our economy in the future? How are some technological advances affecting our economy in the future?
Okay. I think the AI probably uh, replace some works, some jobs,
Mhm,
and people get employed,
mhm.
unemployed,
Unemployed, yeah, unemployed.
unemployed, and it will be very hard to the economy. And
Mhm,
for example, I study economy, And nowadays exists
Sorry,
AI work.
you
So
lost your connection for a little bit. Sorry. Can you repeat after you said I study economy? So
so it says AIs that that can do my work better than me. So the um how do you say mercado laboral?
the the job, yeah, you can say the job market. Literally, you can change it.
Okay, the job market uh, in the future it will be hardest.
Yeah,
Harder.
so it would be you need to learn new skills or you won't have a job. You need to adapt to it. All right. I can see. Okay, thank you guys. That is all. We finished right on time. I will see you guys next week. Well done.
See,
Thank you.
teacher, sorry, before we go, and
Yeah.
where we will get again to class.
We come back on Wednesday. So this is September 6th.
Okay,
Okay.
now. Yes.
All right.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, bye-bye. Good night.